Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Second down, Howell now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw, rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Cook will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the tight end goes in motion left. First down, Howell to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Once more, Gibson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Adams the man in motion right. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They're going to motion Dotson to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10. They'll motion McLaurin left. Here's Howell to throw on second down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Howell to the air on first and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And once more, Howell back to the air. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Right there, we can do it. Come on.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Again, Jackson will keep it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Davante Adams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it. Let's
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Jackson on first down. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure running. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Brings up 3rd down and 14.
13.
Back to throw here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Back to throw. Howell. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
In motion right goes Adams. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Howell. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defensively. That we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Third and long. Here's Howell. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Now Howell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. That's out wide here for Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing here, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They're going to go.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens 20.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Howell now. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st and goal, Washington.
They'll go play action. Howell. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Turner. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run the draw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And quickly they get to the line.
That's good.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 38 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Howell. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. 3rd and 4. And Howell will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 26 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 38, Ravens 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The slot man in motion right. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On second down, here's Jackson. Complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, the option right is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have the Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
19 targets.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can. Homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah.